What's up, guys? Do. Hope you guys are having a good day. Uh, Bear with me a second. Toot, doody doody doot doo. What's up, Nico? Oh man! All right, we're going to be talking. A little bit about a little bit of everything. You're welcome to jump on the show if anybody wants to talk about any of these topics I'm going to be chatting about. Just let me know. We're gonna talking about some upcoming cover drops and upcoming Comic Con appearances. We're also going to be talking about admins and how not listening to your group members and stuff is super important. When you ask them their opinion and they give you a unanimous almost state of their opinion and what they expect, et cetera, et cetera. Definitely don't ask nobody their opinion about what you should do and what should be allowed, and then not honor that. And I'll go into more detail about that here in a little bit. What I'm referring to, because that one's strange to me. That's strange. That that's strange to me that you're doing something that goes against the grain of your group members in general. Before you even ask the question, if you should allow or shouldn't allow something, when you're already going against the grain and you got people speaking out, sending you PM saying, hey, this is AI art, please don't use it, and then you pretend that you don't know that it's AI art, that's at this point, really and truly, rule of thumb, if you don't know, don't do it. If you're looking at an image you found on Google and you're not sure if it's an AI generated image, considering the majority of images right now online tend to be that. But I'm just saying, even if you're not sure, don't use it. But when someone speaks out and says, hey, that's AI generated, you shouldn't, it's not a cool thing for you to use it. And you go, oh, okay, I didn't know, I wasn't sure, it was just an image I grabbed. Okay, no problem. At that point, you would think, because now the admin's informed, he can't play the I didn't know no better card. Now he knows the image he's using is an AI generated image, and he leaves it up. Doesn't take it down after myself. Other members of the group have spoken out, letting him know what it is. Other artists have spoken out, and he played the dumb card, and I didn't know no better, et cetera, et cetera. But yet then he still didn't take it down. That's a super slap in the face to the artists that are in your group, to the artists you make money off of, et cetera, with books and things like that. Not to mention that when people see us in a group, even someone as small as me, when they see us in a group, they tend to join the same groups that we're a member of. Just like when we bounce for any type of disrespectful reason, they kind of bounce with us. I know for a fact about 6 people just left that group that saw the new post. So keep that in mind. You know, he was using AI generated art to make posts to get attention on his sale post in his group. Played dumb. We informed him. Then he just left it up. He didn't try to fix it. Then he does it again, and everyone calls it out again. People commenting it's AI. People saying you shouldn't use it. People sending them PMs. Oh, I didn't know. I couldn't tell. But yet he leaves it up. Then he turns around and he actually makes a post a day or two ago, a couple days ago, asking the group members their stance on it. Do you think it's okay for people to use AI generated images to make sale posts to sell comics? I mean, common sense would say, no, it's a dumbass thing to do. You would think that would be enough of it right there, that your common sense would explain that to you. You know, even people chiming in, why are you using AI generated images when there's so many great artists in the group? You could use a piece of art that they've created to promote your sale post. Because I got a news flash for you. That damn shitty ass AI image is not going to generate more sales for you on your little dollar comics you're selling. Okay. But so and the sad thing is that other admin that's in that group, he's a douche. He's just a bully asshole, because he chimed in on every single person that said, no, we don't want it. We don't think it's legit. We don't think it's right. We don't think it's fair to the artist. We don't think that it should be used. And he chimed in on every single damn post, of course, with the most dumbass of comparisons you could come up with of why it should be allowed. And his argument was CGI. There's people that use CGI in movies. So you're going to stop watching movies because someone, not even the same thing, not even in the same ballpark, not even the same sport, let alone the same ballpark. But that's just case in point of showing the level of stupidity he has. You know, that's the only argument he can make, because we done beat down all the other arguments. You know, we done beat down the fair use argument. We done beat down, you know, you draw all these characters and you're not contracted to the company at the moment. We've beat that argument down. We beat down the argument. Oh, it's the same as digital art, etc. So I guess that's their new thing. Oh, it's CGI in movies, and you go watch movies. So that asshole chimed in on everybody's comment, trying to bully them into thinking the way he thinks, because he wants to be able to use AI. And apparently so does the lead admin, the guy that created the group. So, you know, then they turn around after almost every comment on that post was no. I mean, almost unanimous. There was a few, I don't care, it doesn't matter to me, you know, but if everybody else doesn't want it, then we shouldn't have it, that kind of thing, you know. The only one kind of defending it or trying to rationalize the use of it was the one douchebag. And then, of course, the main admin guy was, you know, he was kind of playing neutral. We don't know no better kind of mentality. So then then again, this afternoon, he throws up another sale post. Now, remember, he's been informed. He knows what to look for. He knows the artists in the group don't want it used. He understands that the majority of the members that are in the group do not want it used, or at least 98% of the people that chimed in on the post, which was actually a good bit of people, considering, who shot it down. Then he turns around, he posts another sale post today using an AI image. So at this point, he can fuck off. There is no room for playing stupid, and just have the balls. My group, I'm going to post it however I want, and then everybody can bounce that wants to bounce, and everybody wants to stay can stay. But I told you guys, you know, a week or so ago, it's a zero tolerance. I'm not going to be part of groups that use it. I'm especially not going to be part of groups that sell comic books, that make money off the back of artists and writers and creators, et cetera, that have created comic books. I'm not going to be a member of a group that shits on them by using AI images, not even an image of one of the books they're selling, you know, with that artist on it. You know, if they throw up some, breasted AI generated bimbo and because I guess that's what they spending their free time doing, is looking at AI generated women. But anyway, I'm not going to be a member of it. I mean, why? You're literally don't give a shit about artists, apparently you don't give a shit about your members, because you couldn't even respect the fact that they asked you not to use it too. So myself and a handful of others just bounced out of that group. And like I said, that doesn't mean anything. Us leaving a group doesn't mean anything. But again, it's one of those things where we kind of take our own stance about it, and it's just going to be a zero tolerance for us. Feel free to do you, but about it, and it's just going to be a zero tolerance for us. It's just not zero tolerance for us. It's just not worth. It's just not worth having to look at it, because let's just be honest. We're not gaining shit by being members of those little Rudy Poo ass groups any damn way. It ain't like we're getting it gets us any traction or any damn thing. I mean, shit, let's just be honest. The groups today, most people don't even interact in the groups. Like, I don't even know why most people are members of groups, including myself. I've probably got 15 damn groups I'm a member of that I never even look at, that I need to go back and remove myself from, just because, there's no interaction. And I don't know, maybe that's a ploy. Maybe that's what they are intending to do, because they know it's a hot topic. So because their group's not getting much action in general, their posts hardly get any action across the board. So maybe that's what it is. Maybe it's just a ploy, because they know it's a hot topic, that it will get people talking on the post. And even though they're not buying the books on the post or anything like that, they're boosting the post by talking about, you shouldn't post this, or wow, I can't believe you do this. So we're not going to help them post their things by making those kind of comments. We'll just bounce. So told you guys, it's a zero tolerance. Zero tolerance. We are not going to hang out in areas that promote AI art. Let's talk about some stuff coming up. We've got the new Hardly Thin cover, the Dukes of Hazzard cover, that goes live on pre-sale Monday morning at 10 a.m. Central for Gabe's Caves Comics and Collectibles. That's their first Hardly Thin cover. Then we also have, next weekend is Bell County Comic-Con. So that'll be fun to do. I'm super excited to get back to Texas. So yeah, that's the weekend of August 5th through the 6th is Bell County. And then the following weekend after that, I'll be in Smoky Mountain Fan Fest, 11th, 12th, and 13th in Gatlinburg, Tennessee, I believe. And then the weekend after that, I will be at CollectorCon in Cleveland, Ohio. No, not ranting about Sensitive People Day. I was just kind of ranting a little bit about shitty admins not listening to the artists in their group and or the members of their group, when they almost, by the major majority, told the admin to stop using AI generated art to boost his posts. So we were just talking about that a little bit. If you're an admin of a group, man, and you're not listening to your members when it's something as big of a topic as that, what's up, Nita? Damn it, Nita's always busy. She can't ever come on here and chat. She's always busy. Yeah, I need to be working myself right now, but I just got home a few minutes ago. I've been sitting uptown working. But yeah, I won't be a member of that group anymore. Like I said, and that's, I know that doesn't mean anything, but that Martina Comic Auctions, the blatant slap in the face about the AI art after, pretending to play dumb, and then we pointed it out, and they're continuing to leave the posts up, and they're continuing to post more. So we're just done. Me and a handful of other people just left that group. You got to, man. You got to. If if you don't say nothing and nobody's really saying anything but a handful of people when you do it, that's one thing. But when you specifically make a post asking your members if you should be, would it be okay or should it be okay for you as an admin to post your sale posts using AI generated images to boost, to use it on the sale post. And when you have, 20, 30, 40 people chime in on the post saying no, that you shouldn't do it, is disrespectful, not only to the people for the comics you're selling, but it's disrespectful to the artists that are in the group that have already told you that it's AI. Yeah, sadly, it's a lot of them. Yeah, sadly, it's a lot. It's amazing how much drama is in this industry. And now, of course, now they'll label us, they'll call us the drama. They'll call us the troublemakers. And all we're doing is just asking you to respect artists, whether it's paying them, or fans, whether it's, paying them, sending them their books, shipping their content, whatever the case may be, not using AI to promote your sale posts for comics, which is a complete disrespect move to not only the people that are in your group that have, tremendously stood with the artist saying, no, stop doing it. And you continue to do it. At that point, you're just on a whole new level of stupid. And like I said, at the end of the day, it is someone's group. It's their group, their rules, however they see fit. But when you set back and you claim to be on the up and up, that you don't want shadiness taking place in your group, and then you turn around and you do shadiness, and using AI, in my opinion, is being shady, because you're being, not only you're being misleading, but you're also sharing content that is, we all know that is stolen. But like I said, if you want to do it that way, then just have the balls. Don't sit back and play stupid like you didn't know any better. And then when we inform you and we educate you because you claimed you didn't know, and the majority of your group members are saying stop using it, and the artists that are in your group are asking you to please stop using it in PMs or otherwise, and we help educate you on what to look for so you don't post it again. And not only do you leave up the old images that we've pointed out and proven to you that is AI, you leave it up. Then you make a post asking the group their opinion, and the majority of the group gives you a hard opinion of no, stop doing it. And then here it is 2 days later, and you're doing it again. So you don't give a shit. Why did you even ask the question? Was that to pretend like you give a shit? To pretend? What happened? You think the group was going to back you, even though you had your little pit bull, little baby admin under you barking at everybody when they made their post about stop doing it, no, AI is theft, etc., and everybody disagreed with you? You sicked your little pit bull bitch dog on them, and he harassed them on every damn comment with the most stupid of arguments I've ever heard. Oh, we should be able to use AI because people use CGC in movies. Not even the same thing, not the same ballpark, not the same sport, not even technically, not even the same planet, as far as a comparison argument. That just shows me the level of stupidity you have and uneducatedness you're running around with. Is that a word? Uneducatedness? We just made a new word. So, because that's what he did. Like every single person, every single person that he chimed in on, that chimed in saying no, he like bulldogged, into their comment. It's like this, it's like this, it's like this, and of course, now I chimed in on a lot of his shit and I explained it to him like I was talking to a 3-year-old with crayons, because apparently he is a dumbass. Like I said, he barked at every single person that said, no, it's wrong, don't do it. So I guess that's why he asked it. He thought I can't remember what the damn guy's name is. He's not the main admin. He's not Gary. And I'm gonna go ahead. I mean, I don't give a shit. I'm gonna tell you who the group is. I had it posted on thing. I kind of took it down, but you know what? I don't give a shit. They don't like it. I don't give a shit because they didn't respect us, so they can kiss my ass. The group was the Martini Comic Auctions, and the little baby bulldog that wanted to harass everybody was Jason Eason. I mean, like I said, every single person that chimed in, and there's about 25 of you that's friends with him. Every single person that chimed in, he wanted to bark at them and talk down to them and talk hard at them. And like I said, every single comment that said no. Oh, so you're going to stop watching movies because it's got CGI in it? Like it's, woo. Like, I don't give a shit. Jason Eastman, little baby pit bull bitch. And y'all can tell him I said it. I don't give a shit. Tell him catch me out of the show. We can talk about it. Now, to me, like I said, I'm done. I'm done with the nice gloves. You know, it's disrespectful, especially to the members of your group too. Yeah. Well, what a shock. I mean, is it who's that? Was that Clayton Spider-Man? Is that would make sense if it was. But oh, now apparently he sent me a PM today. When did he send this? I didn't even notice it was in my. I guess he got even more pissed. He goes, because I went off on him in the thing. I explained it to him like a damn 3-year-old because he kept trying to act like he didn't understand. So here's his little rebuttal. He goes, "Hey, tough guy, you forgot to add to your post how rude and condescending you were to an admin in March. Here's a newsflash for you, Jason Eason. Jason Eason, I was rude to you because you were being a bitch. You were harassing people in the group that told you they didn't want to see the AI, and you kept going. So y'all can tell him I said kiss my ass. And if he wants to, he's welcome to catch me at a show, and we can talk about it in person." Should I let him know I already left the group? I told you I'm gonna put it out. You know what? Fuck it. I don't care. I'm gonna put the picture back up. I was trying to be nice, and at first I wasn't gonna call him out. And of course, his excuse was Gary tried to vet the picture he used through one of those apps you guys talked about, and it didn't say it was. Well, that's because Gary keeps trying to take a screenshot with his phone and send that picture, and you can't do it like that. You have to have the actual picture to send it in. A regular picture style. You can't take a picture of a book on your lap. So they're both blocked. I don't give a shit. We tried to explain this to them. We tried to give them the benefit of the doubt with this shit about we didn't know better. And the rule of thumb should be common sense. If you don't know, don't do it, especially after your group. This isn't misrepresenting. I've got all the text messages where we've talked to them, trying to explain to them why they shouldn't use the AI images. If you're standing with us, then stand with us. Don't pretend to be stupid. So I don't give a shit. So there you go. Mr. Jason Eastman, you can catch me at a con. Now, remember he's calling me a child just because I said we left the group because they keep posting AI art. Remember, I'm being called a child because of that, because you're blatantly doing something to disrespect us, and we left the group. Now, it was about me, Caesar, and a handful of other people that just walked out of the group. Y'all can do whatever y'all want to with the group. But now, remember, we're childish because we don't want to be in a group that keeps posting AI-generated art after we've explained it to him. Now, remember, he's pissy because I put him in his place the other day on the actual chat when he kept harassing every single comment where someone said, "No, thank you. Let's not use AI." And he just bashed them on every single one, being rude as hell. When people explained to him why it shouldn't be used, he got even more rude about it. So there you go, Mr. Jason Eason. You can catch me at a con, brother, and then feel free to ask me any questions you want to right then. I'll give you all the time you need. Us standing up for ourselves is not being childish. Us calling people out on doing underhanded shit is not us being childish. I've done nothing but promote their group. I've been nothing but helpful in their group. I've shared out some of their information, etc., etc. We've done our part to be respectful and courteous. And I guess he didn't like the comment I put on the post when I said, I guess you guys just can't learn, can you? You're using AI art again, and it hasn't been 2 days since everybody told you stop it. Told you guys, drama, man, drama. They can't handle anybody. Little dick syndrome. Ain't nothing. Can't do nothing about it. They can't stand the idea of anybody rocking the boat or disagreeing with them or not wanting to be part of, shit. Like I said, there's tons of great artists out there that you can share their artwork on your posts. If you need a piece of artwork to grab people's attention, you don't need to use AI generated. Hell, you don't even need to use 3D generated, even though that is legit. You don't even need to do that. You can just straight up use artists. There's hundreds, thousands of them. Hell, you can use the artists that are in your group. So, yeah. So, there you go, Mr. Jason. You do you, boo-boo. Because us standing up for ourselves is not us being childish. We're not going to tolerate the use of AI in groups we're in. We'll just leave. And that's what I did. And at first, I wasn't going to out your group name. I wasn't even going to out your group name. I wasn't even going to out your name as being the little baby bulldog bitch that wanted to bark at everybody on the post. Instead of you just listening. I mean, you even had people telling you, stop arguing with people. They don't want it. Why are you arguing back and forth trying to get people to agree with you? Because that's what he was doing. He kept bashing, trying to get people to agree with him. Where's Caesar? Caesar was there when that happened. Where's Caesar? I'll get your ass on my show. Because some people aren't going to know, and we're okay with that. But when you say you don't know an image you're using is AI generated image, but you're claiming to stand with us. Now, keep that in mind now. They claimed, those admins claimed they stood with artists, but you're still using AI generated images on your damn sale post as an admin. And when we inform you that it's AI, we show you how it's an AI in PMs, etc. And then you still leave the image up. What are we supposed to think about that? You didn't take it down and replace it with a new image. You left it. Then you turn around and did it again. And then you did it again. And then you had a post asking the group if you should be allowed to use it. Now, remember now, they previously talked about how they agreed with us and how they stood with us. Okay, if you agree with us and you stand with us, you shouldn't need to ask your group if they think it's okay for you to use AI-generated images to promote sale posts. Okay, so that's, kind of dead giveaway right there. You shouldn't need to ask anybody shit if you agree with us. It's bullshit. Stephen, I'm not getting into it with you. I love you, brother. I'm not getting into you. I'm not arguing with you about, especially Jason's little bitch ass. And of course, Gary, I don't have a problem with personally, other than he just keeps posting AI art and pretending he doesn't know any better. But that's fine. You have to have the legit image to send through the AI programs in order to determine it's it. You can't do it off a screenshot. You can't do it off of a photo on your lap or anything like that. So, Stephen, this ain't got nothing to do with you. You don't post AI. You don't, well, I can tell you right now that is not human generated. You can look at her hair and tell it's not. Okay? We done told everyone the easy ways to figure this shit out. Now, to be fair, some of the AI determining programs don't always show accurate. We've loaded an actual, image that we know is hand drawn, or digitally colored, and it throw it up as AI. We've had some that we know is AI that it is unsure. So it's not 100%. But at the end of the fucking day, if you don't know, don't do it. Come on, Stephen. You one of the good guys, man. You know this. It's okay for you not to agree with an admin or another admin. Or you can just stay out of it altogether, and I'm okay with that too. But I'm sorry. Myself, other artists, and other members have pointed this shit out to these admins, and they ignore us. I mean, Jesus Christ, when we told him about the other ones and informed him, he didn't even bother to take down the image. He left it up. So that says a lot. And then, they claim to stand with us. Well, if you stand with us, you don't need to ask the members of your group, should you be allowed to use AI-generated images to promote sale posts? And your other little dude, Jason's a little punk bitch. When Gary did Gary did do kind of a right thing. He asked people their opinion. In my opinion, he shouldn't have. He should have just not done it. Because if you stand with us, you stand with us 100%, not partially. Okay? But I'm still okay with him asking the group. And he did. And it was almost unanimous with everyone saying, no, don't do it. And that little punk bitch, Jason, who's been problems in other groups in the past, and we've kept our mouth shut, myself and a few others that knows shit he stirred in other groups, kept our mouth shut, and he barked at every single damn comment on that thread. Hammering people. You even had members telling him to stop harassing people. You had members telling him to stop being so angry and pissed off at people and arguing with them. They said no, and that should be the end of it. It should not be a discussion. It should be yes or no. I mean, even his comparisons was the dumbest comparisons we have heard to date. He tried to compare AI use to CGI in movies. And those people that do CGI movies work their asses off. That's why you have watch my language. That's why you have a strike going on right now for most of that industry, because they're underpaid and overworked, including their special effects departments that work their asses off for these movies. Can't even be in the same universe as AI generated art. So, like I said, and for anybody who knows, Steven's an admin of that group too, but Steven's a cool dude. He is legit one of the good guys. He's playing devil's advocate right now, and I get that too. He's trying to defend the group. He's trying to defend the admin, but the admin's wrong. I don't give a shit. He's wrong. He's wrong for doing it the first time. He's wrong for doing it the second time. He's wrong for doing it the third time after we pointed it all out and he left it up. Then he asked the group, and people unanimous about it. And then here we are 2 days later after that post, and he does it again, claiming he put it through There are too many great artists floating around that is legit art for anyone to be using really and truly, any 3D, art, let alone AI. And I'm not saying those are the same thing. 3D modeling style art, that's a different ball game, and that's work. So, but I'm just saying, because they can be similar. You got to know what you're looking for to tell the two apart. But there's tremendous amounts of artisan. He could have used any of the covers on the books he's selling. So that's why we left. And I put the comment on the post when I left. I said, well, I guess you guys can't learn. This isn't rocket science. You don't need the shit on your post. All you're doing is slapping us in the face. So, yeah, I don't give a shit. You tell Jason he can catch me at a con. Because he ain't nothing but a little whiny punk bitch. And because we've been in groups before that dude's been in and he calls shit. I told it out, and Caesar will tell you the same damn thing. Caesar recognized who he was with his picture. Maybe you guys should stop trying to vet images and vet your admins. Steven, I get it, brother. I understand you're trying to be the good guy. You're trying to play the middleman, the devil's advocate, or whatever the case. I get it. But Steven, at some point, you got to stop believing people's bullshit. You just got to stop. Because again, if that were the case, if it was just him grabbing images he wasn't sure about, here you go. Here's what would happen. If that was the legit case, he would send an artist the picture before he posted and say, hey, what do you think about this? Do you think this might be AI? I ran it through the thing, but it told me it wasn't. But I mean, it looks too perfect. I mean, and the hair is a dead giveaway. There's weird things going on with her hair. That's a dead giveaway for AI. Now, the other thing some people are doing, they're creating shit on AI. They're loading it into Photoshop, and they're trying to correct everything they can. But when you're dealing with hair, it's too much hair. You can't fix it all. When it comes to wrinkles, you're going to miss them. When it comes to if you don't know light, the way light works, you're going to miss the way reflections are supposed to look. So that's what we look for. But see, nobody did that. Nobody went, hey, could somebody let us know what they think this is? Because they don't give a shit, Steven. If they cared, they would have asked. If they cared, they wouldn't have used it at all. But like I said, I'm not mad at Steven. Steven's he's just an admin that's trying to help. He's a good dude. He's super supportive of artists. So please don't nobody, think any ill will towards Steven or say anything to Steven. Steven's a good dude. But we're drawing a line in the sand. We ain't listening to no more. At this point in the game, we're not listening to no more bullshit excuses. I didn't know. Ooh. We're done with that shit. We're done with the I didn't knows and I didn't know no betters and we're done with it. It's zero tolerance. I told you guys last week, when we kept seeing people post shit, it's a zero tolerance. You can do what you want to do. You can stay, you can do whatever. And before your little Jason bitch starts trying to bash me in the group, y'all better check him, Steven. Because I didn't, me getting on him the other day in the comment sections, even then I wasn't being super rude, but I was being aggressive because he was being a real asshole to everybody with his let me ride down stupidity river and pretend I don't know shit. And every time somebody explains it to me, I still go, I don't get it. I don't get it. I don't understand it. So y'all better make sure he ain't running his mouth about me in your group. Because I wasn't even going to name drop him till his little damn PM to me, trying to tell me that we're being childish because, of it. No, we're not being childish. We're being protective of ourselves. I don't know. I told you, man, zero tolerance. Zero tolerance. About I don't know, 6 or 7 of us just left a little while ago. I'm sure more is going to leave here soon. So, is what it is, man. Like I said, Steven, at some point, we have to draw the line. You're either with us or you're against us. That's it. Thank you, Clint. Oh, don't get me wrong. Now, again, before anybody says anything, now Steven's got our backs, but Steven is also trying to give someone benefit of the doubt, and I get that because, like I said, I don't have no problems with Gary, none. other than this one little issue where he keeps posting AI generated art when we've explained to him how to tell the difference. Well, here's the thinking. So here's the thinking about, because he's not the only one. For those that don't know, we've left a couple of other groups. This is just the one that kind of got thrown a little more public because Jason wanted to run his mouth. So now I'm going to name drop the group and I'm going to name drop Jason. I'm not name dropping Gary other than the conversation we had about Gary explaining AI and what to look for. And then here we see another post this morning. He's done it again. Again, I'm not mad at Gary. I'm a little frustrated because of that part. But when little bitch boy wants to bark, there's going to be a different ball game, because I watched him harass people on that post the other day. And you admins, so I'm going to go ahead and throw you guys on this one. You guys should have spoke up and told him to shut the fuck up, because he was harassing every single person on there. I mean, every single comment. I chimed in on several of them trying to catch his ass. And you know, this is why it's wrong. You know, giving my opinion on it, to the point that where Gary had to kind of say, hey, look, you made your opinion clear, because he knew I was about to tear a little Jason boy an asshole. And I was about to hurt his feelings right there in front of everybody, because I will troll your ass. It ain't happening the other way around. So thank you, Clint. On that post, I walked away from it. I said my pieces on multiple comments because I wanted him to understand I see him chiming in on every single comment to harass people. I mean, y'all had members of the group telling him to stop while the admins weren't saying shit. So now I'm sorry. I'm going to call that one out. Now, I don't know whether, Steve, you went back and said something after the fact. I don't know if Clint went back and said something after the fact. I don't know. I didn't go back and read no more. I just know in the first 20 minutes, 30 minutes of that chat going, you know, there was nobody was defending the members. So I don't know. And again, I know that all happened in like 20, 30 minutes. You guys may not have been nowhere near that post. I don't know what you went back and said. I don't know what you said to him in private. I don't know. I just know at that moment, there wasn't nobody saying shit to shut him up, but the members, because he was harassing the hell out of them. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, Clint. You can't get too much wiggle room with a baby running around. But like I said, that's irrelevant. He as an admin, like at this, okay, here's the catch-22 on this. That guy's already been outed before harassing people in other groups. He's already been removed from admin status from other groups. Now he's harassed people in your group. Now he's harassed people in PMs because he didn't like that we didn't agree with him and we called it out. So now you have an admin that is harassing people. Now, this is the moment where you remove him. He should be removed just for the harassment he did, which I'm sure at this point he's probably deleted it if he had any damn common sense, but I don't know, because I haven't went back and looked at it. But every single person that chimed in on that post that sided with the artist that you should not do it, please don't do it, no, it's not, it's wrong, whatever they were saying, his little punk ass chimed in on every single one, and not just chimed in with his dumbass comparison, but chimed in with the dumbass comparison of the biggest dumbass comparison we've heard to date with this issue, and bullied them. Straight up bullied them. That should be a hell no to the 10th power. He should not be an admin of that group. I don't give a shit how good of a person you think he might be. I don't care. He doesn't know how to handle that. Yeah, they deleted it because a handful of us just left. We're tired of it, man. If you don't know, ask. It takes all of 5 seconds to ask. Whether you ask me, whether you ask Sean, whether you ask Anna, there's so many people you could ask. Say, hey, man, I was going to post this on my post, but, you know, we got this shit going on. I'm not sure if this is AI. Could you take a look at it? Dude, I get images almost every day of someone asking me, including some group admins, asking me, hey, does this look like AI to you before we let it get posted or before we use the image? Takes all of 5 seconds. Problem solved. But when you won't do that, what are we supposed to think? I mean, I don't know what to say about that. I mean, like I said, you know, I like Gary. I don't have an issue with Gary other than just that little bit of, you know, issue with the AI concept thing of posting it and then saying I didn't know. And like I said, when I first posted the image, I didn't even call you guys out. Well, when I first posted it, I was trying to post 100% AI, and it posted it did post a screenshot of the group of the character because I wanted the picture of the thing. So if he said later, you know, what's the problem, I could show him on there where the hair is all jacked up, and so it did get on there for like 2 seconds, and I took it down and I put the 100 human thing. But then when I saw a little baby bulldog thing, he gonna bark. Nah. We're not being childish. We're standing up for ourselves. There you go. You can call us childish if you want to. You can call us being assholes. You can call us whatever you want to. We're standing up for ourselves. Your rules in your group clearly state don't take advantage of people, etc., etc. You know, in your own wording. You know, it says, you know, be good person, be fair, etc. However y'all word your rules and shit today for all these damn groups. It always has those type of topics in it. If you don't know, ask. But when you just keep posting it, and it's because you don't have to be a rocket science to do this. You can look at it and tell the hair is a dead giveaway. Shit. And those new AI generator detector things, they're not 100%. You got to have the legit image. Then even that, it could still read it incorrectly. Like I said, we've tested a lot of them, even loading stuff we 100% knew, you know, that was a hand-drawn and digitally colored image that we had the actual file for, not just a photo off the internet, an actual file for, and it be labeled, unsure or whatever the wording they put on the percentage, or one that said AI, and we know 100% it was hand-drawn. But we've also seen some where it would be, we know it's legit AI, and it would say, you know, it would give low percentage, or it would say human. Like I said, there are people right now who are loading AI generated shit into their Photoshop, and they're trying to fix as much as they can, but they're still going to miss stuff because we're human. So, like I said, you know, we're tired of having the conversation, especially when people claim they've got our back. So y'all can get mad at me if you want to, you know, who are the admins of that group. You can get mad at me if you want to. I don't give a shit because we're sick of it and we're standing up for ourselves. And like I said, we didn't call you out. You know, when I went live, you can go back and watch the video. I wasn't calling you out until I saw the message from him wanting to, he's not going to bark at me. I'm not his little boy. He's not going to bark at me and threaten me. Because we followed the rules of the group. Apparently, maybe some of the admins need to learn how to follow the rules of the group. Told you guys, man, we're sick of it. Do y'all not understand how frustrating that is to, in general? Fuck the AI, okay? Let's just say, excuse my language, I'm sorry. Let's say the hell with the AI topic. Let's pretend that doesn't exist. Do you not understand how shitty it makes us feel when we promote your group, we share out your group and talk about it sometimes on live video. And I've talked about that group on live videos before. I talked about Gary as an admin and gave him props in the past. You know, I've sent people to the group when they, hey, where's a good place to buy shit? Oh, hey, go join this one. They got some pretty good sales sometimes. So I've promoted said group. Even after I saw y'all bringing on little turd shit as an admin. I've promoted your group. I've talked about your group at moments. I've given your admins kudos at moments. I've given Steven kudos about being an admin. I've given Gary kudos. I promoted your group. Many others have promoted your group. My fans have joined your group. Many other people's fans have joined your group. Why don't you share our shit while you're sharing some random bimbo AI image off the internet? Even if it wasn't AI. Why are you sharing that shit? Why don't you share the shit of the members that are in your group that's lifting you up? And that's across the board for any admin. Feel free to answer. Why aren't you sharing the artists who are in your group? The ones who bring members to your group. The ones who give you kudos and props and talk about you sometimes. Why don't you share them on your little sale post? We all have, headers. We all have headers, or throw up one of our images for one of our books. Here you go. What about that right there? That's better than your fucking AI generated image you put up. What about that one? And this isn't just me speaking about this. There's other artists that have said the exact same thing about some of you admins. Why don't they ever post any of the artist shit that's in their groups? Fuck, dude, you got me. We don't know. There's you another one. So why don't you as an admin, if you need an image to little clickbait image to put on your little sale post for your little $2 and $3 books, why don't you use one of those from one of the many artists that are in your group? For the admins that are in the group right now, please, by all means, chime in. Why don't you? Or did y'all bounce? See what I mean? Come to Butthead. What the hell is Butthead? Need to come to Butthead. There ain't no doubt about it. Now, Nita's a sharing ass person. She shares people and she ain't getting paid for it. She ain't, she's doing a hell of a lot of stuff. And now I'm sure, I don't know how their promoting works with certain things. But she promotes tons. She just promoted my Kickstarter along with some others a few minutes ago. I had no idea she was doing. What about, where's the other, where'd you go, admins? Everybody bounced. Y'all don't want to answer that question, do you? Y'all don't want to answer that question. Oh, I guess Jason Eastman's little girlfriend wanted to follow me. Or is that his backup account? Steven, you better tell your boy, he better stay the hell out of my ballpark. Because his Jennifer Jason Eason, however many, see, that's another red flag for me. When are you guys going to catch on to that shit too? That's a red flag. If your admin or something has multiple Facebook accounts. Oh, I know you have, Steven, but I'm asking, why don't anybody use them for their headers? Why don't anybody use them in that shape to oh, okay, cool. All right. Well, don't be listening to me while you're driving shit, dude. I don't need you in an accident because you listening to me. But, and Steven, when I'm saying admins, I'm speaking in general because there's a couple more admins that were in this group watching, not just you. So, I'm asking them too. Y'all got to start supporting the people that support you. You got to stop this blindly supporting shit that ain't got nothing to do with you. You know, you don't need Clayton Crane on your promo picture. You know what I'm saying? Because Clayton Crane don't give a shit about you. He ain't promoting you. He ain't hanging out with you. He ain't talking to you. Hell, he ain't even going to remember your name. And there's others like that. I know, trust me, I've seen you share my shit, Steven. You are in nowhere near any doubt in my mind. You're fine. You've been here since like day one almost, and you've supported a bunch of other artists. You're fine. Now, I've got Gary blocked, and I've got Jason blocked because I'm not arguing with nobody else about it. Now, they can go bash me on their pages all they want. I don't give a shit. They're going to do it well, Gary ain't, probably. But Jason's fuming at the mouth right now because I won't give him the attention that he wants. I don't play the attention game. I say my piece to you and I bounce. When you show me the asshole that you really are and the way you harassed all the people in your group that chimed in and disagreed with you, Lord forbid the members disagree with an admin and he showed out the way he did and acted the way he did, he's on my block list and he will stay there along with his little Weiss member Facebook page or whatever the hell that was. Jennifer Jason, wifey, find you a new man. Told you guys. We're done with people walking on us, talking down to us like we don't mean shit just because we're not Clayton Crane or we're not, random or, other superstar. Too many admins want to talk down to us when we generate more action in their group than any big name artist. But yet they want to talk down to us. They want us to get snippy and rude with us and or not post our shit while they post other people's shit playing favorites. Don't think we don't see that shit either. What's up, Terry? Yeah, no shit. 5-minute sketch, $500. The ego. Well, that's okay. I saw his line at the past con. Which one was it? Which one was it? Was it Fan Expo Denver? He didn't have a big line. And when I saw him at MegaCon Orlando, he didn't have a big line then either. Thank you, Terry. I appreciate it. Well, like I said, I'm sure he's over making a post. He's probably crying a river, bitching me out, calling me all kinds of names. There's no telling what. Well, I've got screenshots of everything, so he can say whatever the hell he wants. I got screenshots of the conversations where we tried to explain this shit to the admin, and he didn't want to listen. And then him bashing, which that post is probably down, I would imagine. Did they take that post down? I bet you money they took that post down. Y'all got it. Look, we work our asses off. We earn every damn quarter inch we get in this industry. We earn every damn cover for the most of us. Now, don't get me wrong. There's some folks out there, they get ahead because they look a certain way or they get ahead because they know the right person. It happens. That's in any business. But it's few. The majority of us, we claw and scrape every damn inch we get. From covers to appearances to Comic-Cons to anything and everything. We claw for it. And we're tired of average admin wanting to treat us like we're secondhand citizens because we're not up here. We're just as damn important as anyone else in that group. We're just as important as the members. We're just as important as the other artists and creators. And we deserve the same damn respect that you want us to show you. But when you sit there and start harassing people because they disagree with you as an admin over something they should disagree with you on, and you damn start chewing at them like a damn little pit bull, yeah, we're going to say something because some of us, and we don't have filters. And I'll be damned if you're going to sit there and damn, Facebook text message scream at somebody, because I guarantee you he was screaming behind the computer. So y'all get pissed at me if you want to. Like I said, originally, I didn't name drop the group. I didn't even name drop him. I didn't even name drop him when we realized he was an admin of the group, and we knew he was going to cause problems. We didn't go tattle to the damn admins. We gave him a chance to be a person, and he acted like a dick. From snide-ass comments on other people's posts to, the full-blown, attack on the should we allow AI art, thread they created to get the members' feedbacks. That dude acted like an asshole, and I called him out on it, and I treated him like he was acting. So he can call me asshole all he wants. I'm fine with it. We're fed up with it, man. It's just, and there's more of us that are fed up. They're just not saying nothing because they don't want to rock the boat. And I get that too. I'm not mad at them. I wish they would speak up more. I really do. I wish they would, make it a bit more verbal about how their opinion on this is. But I'm telling you right now, there are more artists and creators that agree with us than they do anyone saying, yes, let's use it. They just don't want to say nothing out loud. Yeah, I can swim. I don't give a shit about rocking the boat. I'll sink the bitch. I can still get to shore. I don't care. I mean, it shows you how much of a control freak the guy is and an asshole, because the minute I left the group, he sends me a PM threatening me about leaving the group. That, oh, you can't seem to follow rules, so we'll have you removed. Like, bitch, I've already bounced. Like, you're not threatening shit. Whatever. What do you say? What do you say? Now, keep this in mind. Now, he called us, the people that are trying to protect the industry, that are calling out AI use, he called us whiners because we don't want shit stolen. We don't want shit abused. We don't want people misled and lied to about what they're spending their money on. So remember, we're whiners because Stephen, if that dude's an admin of your group come tomorrow, y'all are probably going to see a major exodus from that group from a lot of people, because I think a few of us are going to make that well aware, and we'll see how much traction your group gets then. No, sorry, brother. You got to cut loose shit. Stop trying to hold it. And that dude is shit. I mean, the very fact that he's calling us whiners and calling us trouble because we're calling this shit out, calling us childish because we don't want to be a part of AI supported shit. If that dude's still an admin of your group, y'all going to have some hell. He's going to chase people out of your group. I mean, he's already chased some out. I mean, when I went off on him in the damn chat the other day, there were already some of your members sending me PM saying that they were about to bounce because of the way he acted. So y'all better listen to your members. One admin, one douchebag admin who really and truly isn't doing shit in the group is not worth the talent that leaves because of him or the fans that support your group that leaves because of him. Just saying. And like I said, I'm not bashing Gary. Now, like I said, I don't agree with that Gary keeps posting it. But if Gary legitimately tried to vet it through one of those apps, those things aren't 100%. That's where you have to fall back on, because you can look at it and tell it's not human generated. The hair is too screwed up. The hair is too screwed up. So that right there is in itself, that's where you go to the next step and you say, let me ask somebody. Let me just protect my group. Let me just protect my name. And let me ask somebody if it looks like AI to them. Because there's tons of images out there of beautiful, gorgeous, drawn women. If you're trying to post it with women, that you do not need to use AI art in any form. You don't even need to use 3D generated style art. You can just legit use hand-drawn, beautifully digitally colored pieces of great female characters, art-wise. So again, it falls into that. At what point do we go, okay, when do we stop pretending that we don't know no better? You know? I mean, shit, you could pick one actual legit artist and share every damn female they've ever done and not run out of material. I mean, hell, Eric Ebass, you could share all the females he's ever done. Some of the most gorgeous damn art, hand drawn. You could sit and share his shit till the cows come home on your little sale post as a clickbait image and never have to go near AI, never have to go near anything that's computer generated in any form. Whether it's digitally drawn or whether it's 3D drawn or whether it's AI ripped off, you don't have to go near any of it. You could sit and post Ebass for probably 2 years and never run out of material for his beautiful women he's rendered. Hell, you could do the same thing with Tyler Kirkham, or you could do the same thing with Campbell. There's so many great artists out there that draw females that you don't have to use it. That's, like I said, at what point do we go, okay, you've been explained to, you've been told, you've been warned, you've had it shown. At what point do we go, okay, now you're just doing it to be doing it? And here's the reason some people think it is, because I was going to say this earlier and I got sidetracked. Because it's happening in other groups too, with the I didn't know no better. Some people think what is going on, because it is a hot topic and it will generate discussion and heat back and forth. People are assuming that what's going on is some admins are doing it on purpose to get people talking in their groups. And if that's what you're doing, it's kind of shitty and underhanded. That would be like talking in a group and in a comic group and making some kind of, hateful slurs about another comic character or something like that, just to get people to argue back and forth. That's what the kind of rumor is for some of you admins that, and I'm not talking about just me artists, I'm talking about some of the big boy, sellers online who see your groups too. And they're kind of thinking the same thing, that people are doing it to cause strife and to cause back and forth arguments one way or the other. And if that's the case, it's kind of shitty, because again, you don't need, see, at what point do you draw the line? Because you're looking at it as you don't need the image. That's the kicker. You're making a post selling some comic books. You don't need any type of computer generated image to do that. You can just post a picture of one of the books you're selling. If people want to buy your shit, they're going to click on your post. That AI generated image is not going to make someone click on your post, except for people that see it and go, holy shit, really? Again? And then we chime in and say something, or someone else says something, etc., etc. That's where we got to go. What's going on? Why are you now we think it's only at that point, it's only two things, because again, you don't need the image. So at that point, it's only two options. You're either doing it because you want to do it and you don't give a shit, but you just don't have the balls to say it. You want to pretend to play dumb and don't know no better because you really don't care and you're not really standing with us. So it's either that option or it's the other option. You're doing it on purpose to cause strife and to cause problems. It's only one of the two, But y'all need to get, I'm sorry, Steven. Y'all need to get rid of that dude. That dude's going to cause y'all a shitload of members. But anyway, like I said, originally, I wasn't going to name drop exactly who the group was or go into details. I wasn't going to name drop the douchebag admin that was battering people. But once you jump in my PMs and you tell me that we're being childish and that we're whining, it's all out the window then. I'm not the turn the cheek person. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, you can agree with me if you want to. You can think I'm making a big deal out of nothing if you want to, and that's okay. I don't have a problem with that. You think however you think, and I'm going to stand my ground on what I stand my ground on. I care about the damn industry that I'm a part of. I don't give a shit about the money I'm making. I care about the industry being healthy. I care about future artists coming behind me, being able to do this job and compete in this job without having to give up everything that they worked for to play the AI game. Because it doesn't just affect us. This affects you as a collector. This affects you as a seller. This affects you as a creator. This affects you as anyone who takes part in this type of industry in one form or the other. I don't understand why that's so damn hard to grasp. You have got to learn to stop seeing 2 feet in front of your damn face and see 10 years in front of your face. That's why most people are broke. Let's just damn be honest about it. That's why most people are broke, because they can't see past the instant. That's why people don't do investments. That's why people don't do any of that stuff. Well, outside of most people don't have the money to do it to begin with, but when people do have money, that's why they end up broke, because they can't see, they can't plan farther than 2 feet in front of them. And I've been guilty of that. I grew up damn dirt poor big time. I know what it's like to roll around and get a tax time money and blow it, or finally get a good job that pays well and not do smart with the extra money and blow it on stupid shit. I've been in that boat, and I can 100% say I was a dumbass. But I try now, especially in an industry I'm working in, I want to try to see that 10-year plan, that 20-year plan. I want to see the health of what we're doing be, solid. I don't want to have to, to do bullshit to make money. That's why I don't charge $100 a minute to draw something. That's why I don't have 20 different signature types on my damn table at different money intervals, all the way up to $100+ signatures, because I care about the longevity of my fans, not how much money I can make right this moment. Well, it's because I was a fan, I was someone that bought, I'm still a fan of art and comics to a degree. I've been ripped off. It pisses me off. There's been artists where I've gotten commissions from, and it'd be 2 years, and I'd have to go, hey, give me my art or give me my money. One of the two. I don't care which one you pick. I've had to do that with big names. Big names. Like, you got a choice, one or the other, my money or my art. And if it's the art, I need it in 5 days. I've done that to a big name in the company, in the industry. I don't give a shit. You ain't playing with my money. I work too damn hard for it. And that's one of the reasons I quit buying raw books on sales, because people would claim, all of a sudden everybody's magically a grader, and I buy a book that they're claiming is, mid-9s, and I get the book, and I even blatantly, the shit that's wrong with it puts it in the 8s. Like, mid to low 8s. Like, it wasn't a half a point off or even a full point off. It would be like 1.5, 2 points off. So I quit buying raw books. That's why I ended up with all those slab books, because I still wanted to collect, but I wasn't doing that shit no more, paying max price for a damn book, and then I get it and it's, freaking low grade, and when they claiming, oh yeah, in my opinion, this is an easy 9.4, 9.6 or 9.4, whatever the hell the damn, low 9s are. And then I get the book and I'm like, okay, this, and this. And just if you check off for this, and this, it's like an 8.5, or an 8.0. So I can't stand the idea of people being ripped off. It's stupid. And there's no point in it either, because people will still buy your stuff if you're honest to them about the condition. People will still support your store if you treat them well. You know, if you're walking around shitting on every damn body because you can't see 2 feet in front of you, just like BNS Comics, I built that house, and look how they shit on me and my fans. And I worked my ass off to build that house. That's why I take all of this so damn personal, because I invested 10 months into them. I worked sick. Now, keep in mind, when I invested in them, we had an agreement. I would do all these covers for them. I would put them on the map as far as the bull in the China shop, with being able to sit back and go, hey, we're a brand new retailer exclusive, but look, we got 22 covers in 10 months. No, 11 months. That's huge bragging rights. Nobody does that. Not for a new retailer, because they can't find an artist they trust that'll work that way. That's the one thing. Then I'm an artist that promotes. Remember, keep this in mind. They didn't even sell their own books in the sense of making the post, promoting it, etc. All they did was send out the invoices, collected the money. I did the fucking work. The only thing they had to do was ship me the books to sign, and I sent to CGC. And then it goes back to them, and then all they had to do was pack it up and send it to you. I did 90% of their work. I made the sale posts. I promoted them. They collected the money. They sent you PMs, and they shipped you your books. And then look what they did. So, yes, I take this extremely personal, because that year, in 11 months' time, I did 22 covers for them. And it would have been 30 if they hadn't started pulling some of their shady shit through the last 2 months, or the last month of that. We would, by the last 2 months, we would have had almost 30. Now, keep in mind, during that time, I did 22 Comic-Con appearances and or in-store signing events. So I was dropping like 2.5 books a month, almost 3, during that time frame, from them to put them on the track. And again, I get that I'm not nobody. I don't mean it like that. But that's a huge feat. When you go from less than 10 people, 5 people in your live shows to after the handful of covers I did, you had 20, 30, 40 people in your live shows every week. Then your group. When I first came into contact with you and I saw your group, you had like 12 people in it. Halfway through that time frame of me doing those covers, you had over like 800. So yes, I generated traction. I brought them fans. So yes, I took it extremely personal when they screwed over every damn body and didn't deliver on their books that I worked my ass off for. Because again, 22 Comic-Cons that year. On top of 24. Yeah, 24 Comic-Cons, because I did 2 Comic-Cons in that December also. So 24 Comic-Cons and 22 covers in that year for them. So I built that house. So yes, I take it extremely damn personal when people shit on my fans. And a lot of these people out here that are fans of Clayton Crane, that were fans of Black Flag, that were fans of Jeffrey Vermack and whatever that damn new group that he had that screwed people over. Those fans that were there were people that are still my fans. So you just ripped off my people. See, I take it personal because you just ripped off them, which makes them not want to spend money, which can affect me. Even though they know I'm good for it, that still doesn't affect, that still doesn't mean it doesn't leave a bad taste in their mouth when you lie and deceive them. All because you want to make a quick dollar. You can't think about the 10-year plan. All you thinking about the fucking 10-minute plan? You're an idiot. This whole game, no matter what facet you're in with this industry, this is a long game. This is not about 10 minutes down the road. This is not about 6 months down the road. This is a long game. Whether you're a comic artist, a writer, a penciler, a flipper, a podcaster that talks about comics, no matter what aspect you play in this, your ass should be thinking about the long game. What can I do next year? What can I do next year? What can I do next year? If you're a new retailer, it needs to be what retailer exclusive can I do next? What one can I do next? What one can I do next? That's what it has to be. How many can I get in this year? How many can I get in next year? Which artists can I use here? Which ones I can I, that's the way you got to be thinking. You can't be thinking about, oh shit. Let me see how much money I can make real quick when I staple this acetate cover on these back stock books that I got. Nobody will know. You are a special level of stupid if you thought nobody was going to catch that. That there's an extra staple in the book, that you're using backstock books. You are a whole new level of stupid that you think that no one was going to catch that. Yeah, I mean, that is true. We are in this together. We should have each other's backs. Us talking about AI and shining light on it, we should not be called troublemakers for that. We should not be called whiners because we don't want it used in its current form. We should not be called anything because we expect people to work at a certain standard of professionalism. But yet we get called trouble. We get called the problem. No, the asshole stealing from you is the problem. We're trying to warn you. I don't give a shit how many. Well, I've had several hundred transactions with them and they've never screwed me over. That's irrelevant because they just screwed over 500 plus people. I heard that damn bullshit with Black Flag when he got caught with the whole damn lying to people about that backstock book with the acetate cover stapled on it. Well, Black Flag's always been real good, man. They shipped me my stuff with zero problems. Shut the fuck up. That is irrelevant. They just screwed over a shitload of people, both online and at the con, right after that got outed. That's why they didn't show up for like 3 more cons. Hell, they were at one con I was at when all the hell broke loose, and he was there was no books on the tables the entire weekend. He was there, his booth. He had his little 6-foot stand, advertisement things, his logo stuff in the center of the damn booth, table all around, not a single book on anything because all the shit had hit the fans about that. He was hiding in between them. We tried to warn you. Nobody wants to listen to us. They want to call us problem. It's insane. When it comes to my fans, Christopher, you can bet money on that shit. I'll come unhinged real damn quick. You shit on my friends, my family, and my fans. Yep, I'll come unhinged real damn quick. The fans are what make all of this possible. How can you shit on your fans? Again, whether you're a seller or a creator or an artist, etc. Again, no matter what facet you are in this industry, how can you shit on the people that make it possible for you? Every single fan you have should be treated like gold. Now, don't get me wrong. There's some fans out there that can act like dipshits too. Don't get me wrong. They can, some folks go, a little out there. But I'm not going in Gary's live video. Actually, I didn't mean to block Gary. I guess he is blocked. Oh, yeah, I saw it a few minutes ago. It said he was blocked. I actually didn't mean to block Gary. Because Gary, I don't really have an issue with, other than that one thing. Because you can't play dumb forever. You just can't. I'm just not going to have that argument anymore. Let me see if I can find him here, Clint. If I remember how to do this. Shit, how do you do this? Hang on one second. Because I actually didn't mean to block Gary. I think when I clicked on remove, I think I may have hit the block by accident. I saw he was blocked, but like I said, I didn't really necessarily mean to block Gary. I don't really have a problem with Gary. What's that saying? Well, the best thing for him to do, like I said, I'm not bashing Gary. I'm not hammering Gary. Other than I pointed out that we should have to keep pointing it out to Gary. Now I said that. Now, little dipshit, y'all need to lose him. He's going to cost you some members. You already had some leave the other day because of his little tirade. He did harassing people about their about their opinion on not using AI. Y'all better lose that little bulldog bitch. He gonna bite the wrong one of these days. Hell, I don't even remember how do you block and unblock. Oh wait, there it is. Hold on. Hang on one second. Give me a second. I have got to run. How do you work this thing? I'll be right back. Hang on. Where's Okay, can you hear me? Yeah, what a shot. I told you guys Todd would be back. Bernard, yeah, whatever his damn name was. Yeah, we're talking about like people got to stop. Okay, like I said, I didn't intentionally, not on purpose, block Gary because, like I said, I don't really have a problem with Gary, other than just you can't keep using the excuse I didn't know. So I've got Gary's unblocked. He's welcome to come on my channel. I'm not going to his, for one, because I'm already talking to you guys. But I don't go to someone else's video. They can come here because I don't want shit being confused with typing. So he's welcome to come here. Like I said, I didn't mean to block Gary. Ugh. But that other little douche, he can wash up on a river somewhere for all I care. I can't stand anybody that harasses people in the damn chat when they, when you ask someone their opinion and they give you their opinion, you should respect their opinion, not go to barking at them and harassing them, trying to make them change their thought process to you. That's not how it works. He harassed the hell out of those people in that damn chat. I'm not doing it no more. I told you guys, there's a whole bunch of us, whether they're doing it publicly or they're doing it quietly, they're taking a hard ass stance against the AI shit. No more excuses, no more bullshit, no more I didn't know, because you can ask somebody. None of that. I mean, even talking about the whole little new app things that claim they can determine what's AI and what's not. Some of those don't work perfectly. And that's why we have to look for the other telltale signs in the images, because they got them. They got the telltales. Some of it's so damn in your face, it's ridiculous. And then some of them you do got to like really pay attention. But I'm gonna give Gary benefit of the doubt again, and I'll take down my post. And the only thing I said on the group is I told exactly what happened. I told exactly, like it's there, like you can see it. I told exactly what happened. I'll give him the benefit, and I'll change it to the other image. Hang on a second. So there we go. I changed it to the 100% human image. What's up, Bert? But like I said, I'm not taking down what I said in the group about the group. I didn't name the group, but I'm not taking that down because that needs to stop. If you're going to ask your group members, is it okay if you use it? And they tell you almost unanimously, no, you need to respect that. You need to respect the artists that are in your damn group, that promote your group, that bring people to your group, that interact with the people in your group and post and things like that. That's who you should be sharing. That's who you should be promoting, you know. But even if you didn't want to do that, you don't have to. It's not really a case of that. It's one group that, well, it's happened in a couple of groups, but this one particular group, an admin keeps using AI generated images to, when he makes a sale post where he's selling stuff, he uses it as the, image to, get people to click on it. And we keep informing him, and it's AI. We've had to inform him 2 or 3 times that it's AI generated. And of course he'd go, oh, I didn't know. I didn't really understand. I didn't know that's what that was. I was just clicking on an image I liked on on Google or wherever the hell it was. And that's fine. It's okay to not understand the first time, or maybe even the second time you got caught again and you didn't realize you wasn't paying attention. Okay. But at some point you got to take a little damn ownership and say, okay, I can't use the I didn't know shit no more. If you're going to claim that you're standing with us, you have to stand with us at all times on this subject material, the subject matter. If you don't want to say shit, don't say shit. But if you're going to say that you're standing with artists, then you need to do it at all times. But when we tell you the image is AI and you don't even bother and you go, okay, God, man, I'm so sorry, I didn't know. And then you don't change the image. What are we supposed to think about that? And then you turn around after a couple of days of that shit. You ask your group what they think. Should you be allowed to? Because again, if you stood with us, this is the way I look at it. If you're already standing with us, you claim to stand with us, you claim to have artist backs, you claim that you don't have any interest in AI, why would you, even though I don't have an issue with you asking your group their opinion, but in all reality, if you're already standing with us, why do you need to ask your group their stance on it? If you agree with us and you stand with us, it's irrelevant of what the group thinks. You're the admin. You're the creator of the group, or however you want to word it. You shouldn't have to ask anybody. But, hey, if you want to ask the group, fine. Then you ask the group, and the group almost, everybody that chimed in on it was pretty much unanimous about no, it's not right. It's wrong. Don't do it. Use their art. Use someone else's art. Stay away from AI. And then your little pit bull bitch admin guy wants to, not the main guy, not the guy that posted the image. Gary's a good guy. Like in general, I think Gary's a good guy. I just think he's not paying attention to what he's doing. And when in doubt, you should ask someone. That's the easiest thing in the world. You can ask me. You can ask Sean. You can ask Anna. There's lots of other people you can ask. Hey, before I post this, does this look like this is AI generated? Because I really like the image, but I don't want to post it if it is. It takes 2 seconds to ask somebody that damn question. So again, when you don't know, ask. But at some point, we have to kind of hold everybody accountable. Like, okay, we can't play this. I didn't know no better no more. Now, given the image, but like I said, then you got that little bitch that's in the group as an admin who's made trouble in other groups before. He wanted every single person that chimed in, he commented on every single comment they made and harassed them about that AI should be fine. I mean, just blatantly hammered on them, And of course, I chimed in on several of those posts, putting him in his damn place. And because of the way he was harassing people. If you ask your group their opinion, there should not be any back and forth. It should be, thank you for your opinion. We'll take it into consideration and move on. You arguing and then hammering them because they won't agree with you. Like y'all had your own group members telling that dude to shut up, telling that dude to stop harassing people, telling that dude to stop hammering people, trying to get them to see things his way, especially when he was making the most blatantly stupid comparison ever for AI. It is definitely the top of the barrel that we've heard so far. He's trying to compare people using AI generated images because they use CGI in movies. So, so anyway, but he, Gary said, he had said that he ran the image through an AI, one of those apps that's supposed to tell you it's something AI and it come back as human. It's not human. Like, you can look at the image and tell that it's AI 100%. The hair is all jacked up. There's nothing about it that looks correct in the hair. Now, I'm not saying that someone didn't create it hand-wise after AI, because that's the new thing. Like I mentioned earlier, the new thing is people creating something in AI, downloading it, to their phone or to their computer, whatever the case may be, and loading it into Photoshop, and then trying to correct as many of the problem areas as they can to pass it off as just digital art. And, and I don't know, who knows, this day and age, who knows? I know when I look at it and I look at the hair, it screams AI to me. Now, is it possible? Maybe it could be 3D generated, that 3D modeling thing that some people do. I ain't gonna lie, there's that possibility. It could be that. It's just, I'm done with it and I don't want any part of none of it no more. If you're using any of the shit, I don't want to deal with it. Unless it's and not to mention there's no artist. Like there's no artist that was listed on the image. Yeah, I don't remember seeing any signature on there. No artists don't sign their shit. You get what I'm saying? So, like I said, I'm not angry. I didn't mean to block Gary, to be honest with you. I'm not mad at Gary, but I am tired of seeing the posts, because it's a slap in the face to us. It's a slap in the face to the other artists that's in your group, especially after we our sales have said, please don't use it. And then the members of your group on your own little fishing post asking for opinions, they ask you not to do it, and then you still do it. It's not right. I don't care how you want to look at it, man. It's not right. We're the ones that promote your group. We're the ones that bring people to your group that are our fans and stuff. We're the ones that mention you. We're the ones that talk about you occasionally. I've had people ask me, where's a good group to join to Baby Buy Stuff? I've told them that group's name and gave kudos to the, to Gary and Steven who helped, who admin that group also. So, we're the ones who do that. Joe Blow AI dude isn't the one doing that. Joe Blow 3D art creator person isn't the one doing it. I mean, to be honest, they're not either. It's us. So, I mean, and then you got dude, he wants to jump in my PMs because I made the comment on them when I saw it. I was like, well, I guess you guys just don't learn, or however I worded it. And I left the group. Because again, I'm not going to argue with them about it, because at the end of the day, it is their group. They can post and share whatever they want to. At the end of the day, they can choose to respect our wishes as members or not. And I'm okay with that. That's why when I first did it, I didn't name drop them, and I didn't even name drop the asshole that was harassing people on the post. Now, once he decided to send me a PM calling people like me saying we're being childish because of the AI thing, saying that we're being whiny. Why? Because we're standing our ground and standing up for ourselves? because we're not going to be talked down to by admins or treated like pieces of shit when we help bring people to your groups? No. I mean, I get I'm not Jim Lee. I get I'm not, David Finch or any of these cats that's been around for 15, 20 years, but we got fans. I got a shitload of fans that got my back. There's other artists that are in your group that has fans. Yep. Stephen McDonald and them, that's a good group. So anyway, at some point you got to stop using the I didn't know no better shit, or I did this and it said it was this. Okay, because it don't look it. I mean, like I said, those app things, to be fair, Gary probably did load it into that thing. But Gary was also the other day loading images of pictures he took on his lap, and it was saying it was AI art. Yeah, you can't take pictures like that. You can't take a screenshot of your computer. You can't take a screenshot of a book laying on your lap and put it in the app and get a legit answer. It has to be the actual JPEG or whatever image to get a more precise. And even then, it's not 100% guaranteed. You got to look with your own eyes and make your own judgment, because we've tested some of them. Sean has definitely tested some of them big time, and some of them have said stuff that we know is legit isn't legit, and then we've had stuff that we know isn't legit get labeled as legit. So it's not perfect. That thing's brand new. Those things just started popping up a week ago, 2 weeks ago, if that. So, a little bit different ballgame there. We got to wait on it to catch up. Yeah, like I said, I left it too. I don't have a problem. Like I said, I don't have an issue with Gary. As a person. Now, to be fair, I don't know Gary. He's been around for a while. He's been on my friends list for a while. He's super nice every time I talk to him. But at the end of the day, I don't know it. You know what I'm saying? Like I haven't had tons and tons and tons of interaction with him overall, but it's always been a nice interaction when I did. But like I said, when we told him the first time that the first image was AI, he was like, okay, I'm sorry, I didn't know no better. I'll get it taken care of, and that was the extent of it. But then we look and the image was still up for days after that. So he didn't remove the image. Then it happened again and it sat there. Nobody removed the image. Then they made the post about, what's everybody's opinion. And then when everybody spoke against it, they started being harassed by the little dude. Just straight up bullied in their comments to where people quit commenting. Like, people stopped commenting. That's how bad he was. People had to stop commenting to get him to, because it was just back and forth, of him trying to argue with them. Not Gary now. I'm not talking about Gary. I'm talking about the other dude. Him just hammering them, trying to make them agree with him. And that's not how you do it. But I guess Gary's over there talking on his group, and that's fine. I don't expect him to stop his live feed to come over here to my live feed. But if he wants to talk to me, he can come talk to me. I'm not going over there. I already approached him on a couple of occasions, and that's the extent of it. It's just, like I said, it's just one of those things. When we say, hey, that's AI, please don't use that. You should go, oh shit, I'm sorry, dude, I did not realize it. And like I said, at that point, you just stop. Either you ask somebody about the image before you post it, or you just stop altogether. Because there are so many great artists, legit artists, that you don't have to use any type of computer-generated image in general to put on a sale post for some books you're selling. Hell, you can post the books or one of the books. But if you do want to do art and you do want it to be a sexy female, there's so many great artists that you could use. like I mentioned earlier, shit, you could start with Ebass, and you could be posting pictures of females he drew as your little promo picture for your sale post till the cows come home. He's got so much work under his library, and they're all beautiful pieces of art. Or like I mentioned earlier, Campbell and so on. There's lots of great artists. You could be using the indie artists in your group, to really show some love to the people that actually post in your group, that actually interact in your group and keep it active. Hell, that's the ones you ought to be doing. And there's a bunch of us. I mean, like I said, shit, here you go. You need a picture? Shit, there's your picture. Beautiful ass, badass warrior. There's your picture you could have used on your promo, along with many, 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 many other artists. But nobody wants to shed light on that. You know what I'm saying? They want to do random, bimbo off Google. And look, I'm going to let you guys in on a little secret. Just because you throw some random sexy ass AI chick or even un-AI chick, whether it's cosplay or whatever, or it's just random sexy chick you typed in on Google, you putting that on your sale post is not going to get people to buy your books you're selling. So it's a waste of time. So in that sense, why not promote an actual artist? Why not promote some indie creator with one of your favorite covers they like? Because if someone comes to your post and they know you as a seller, or even if they don't, if they see you're selling books, you create a book sale, post your shit below, they're going to buy your books no matter what photo you have at the top of that header. So why not? Again, we are the ones helping keep your group active by making our posts. We are the ones who are sending fans to your group. Why don't you use those people to promote your little sale post and give them a little light? Because again, we've talked about your groups at points. We've talked about your admins at points when people ask us, I've spoken up about Steven before, where someone like, man, this admin was acting stupid. I was like, yeah, dude. I was like, sadly, it happens sometimes. I was like, man, I got to give you credit. When you find a good admin, you better hang on to them, and then I'll name off a few. I'll name Steven, and I'll name Nita for like their group and stuff like that, because Steven shared our content as an admin. Nita shares our content. There's a lot of great admins, and there's some shitty ones. And just like that little dude in that group, that little Jason dude, he's a shitty one. Harassing people because of their opinion is wrong. That shit has to stop, especially from an admin. But anyway. There's way too many good people to be doing stupid shit. It's just not worth it. I don't know. I mean, like I said, people, like, again, as an admin, that shows you how shitty he is as an admin. If there's someone in your group that you don't, let's say there's someone in your group that left your group for whatever reason, whether it was personal reason or an issue they have with an admin or an issue they have with a post. When someone leaves your group, you don't go and say you're being whiny, you're being a problem, et cetera, et cetera. That's not how you handle it when someone left your group for a legit reason. Now, if somebody's in your group starting shit, that's a different ballgame. You boot their ass. And even then, you don't run to their PMs and tell them shit. You just boot them, block them, whatever the case, and roll on. That's why I didn't go. I didn't go to him and his PMs and talk shit to him and his PMs. I didn't even name drop him on the post. So, that's the way you should do it, even though I had a problem with it. Now, I stated my piece on the post where he was harassing people. Now, I didn't even go off on him on the post, even though I should have. I didn't go off on it then. I just stated how he's being silly, how he's being bullying, or whatever I said on there. But it wasn't like it wasn't like me saying hateful shit at him. It was just me calling him out on his bullshit and stating why AI shouldn't be allowed. I told him he's being, idiotic trying to compare AI to CGI that people sit down and spend hours upon weeks creating for movies. To date, the dumbest defense we've heard for AI use. Like we've heard some doozies, and even those we heard, we could go, okay, they're kind of in the same, planet, but comparing AI and why it should be allowed to people using CGI in movies, that's a whole level of, oh my God, you are brain dead. Like you should stop breathing, like something, I don't know, but you're on a whole new level of stupid. Yeah, I mean, I've got a zero tolerance for bullshit too. I got zero tolerance. That's why, like, when you guys send me stuff and you say, look what so-and-so did, and you show me the proof, I don't go argue with them. I don't go fight with them. I don't even call them out on my page because that's pointless. Because even right now, me talking about him with the proof I have, me talking about him, I guarantee you he's over there screaming to high hell right now, and people are going, oh, yeah, that dude's an asshole. That dude's an asshole. Call me an asshole. I don't give a shit. I'm going to stand up for me. I'm going to stand up for my fans. I'm going to stand up for the industry. You can call me whatever you want. But that's what you do. When I have somebody I get into it with in PMs, I don't name drop them. I might talk about the situation. This is what happened. This shouldn't be allowed. This is what I did. I blocked them. When you guys send me that proof and so-and-so did this to you or did that to you, and you send me that damn proof saying that they shit on you or they took advantage of you and you got proof, I don't go argue with them. I don't go post about them. I go straight to their page and I block them so I don't accidentally do business with them in the future. That's the stance we should have, is when somebody steals from someone bullies someone, and I don't mean someone said something that hurt your damn feelings. I mean legit harassed and bullied. Like that shit that happened the other day on that post. As soon as the admin saw him doing that to the members, straight up trying to strong arm them into agreeing with him, to the point, like I mentioned earlier, the actual group members was telling him to back off, telling him to stop trying to make people agree with him. You had your own members saying, like, he should not be an admin of that group right now. He should have been removed right then. He shouldn't even have had the opportunity to send me a message bitching because I left the group and he didn't like it. He didn't like that I called it out. Now, again, initially, I didn't mention the group. I didn't mention him either. Now I do. Because he felt the need to get in my PMs and talk shit. You're not going to out shit talk me. It's not happening. So yeah, I mean, like I said, you can call me whatever. I don't care. Yeah, I mean, like I said, because at the end of the day, in all reality, it does us no good to call anyone out. Nobody will listen to us for the most part. Some of you will, but most of you won't. because we back in, we tried to warn people about Black Flag. We tried to warn people about George Vermack using their names and their group names, etc. And most people ignored us. They all had that same famous last words. Well, they haven't screwed me yet. So we quit doing it. We quit naming them all. So yeah, we just quit. There's no point. And like I said, I wasn't going to name drop him because, like I said, he's already caused problems in other groups before. I knew his name when I saw it at first. I knew the profile image picture. So did Caesar. Caesar was like, isn't that so and so dude? Yep. So I mean, he's already caused problems in other damn groups. But again, we don't say nothing because nobody's going to listen. For the most part. So we just let them eat themselves, because he'll eventually, he'll screw up and he'll get booted from another group or another admin position. Because I'm going to state my damn opinion, and you don't have to like it, or you can like it. That's fine with me. But I'm not going to go to, like, I made my statement on the post. I said, I guess you guys can't learn using another AI image, round about that. And I left. I didn't jump in their PMs, tell them they're this, tell them they're being a bitch, tell them they're a punk. I didn't say shit. I said I left, and then I posted that I left the group, that we weren't joking about the zero tolerance. And all right, have a good night. Yeah, I'm about to get off here too. I got to find some food. I figured I was going to give Gary a chance to jump on in case he wanted to say something, but like I said, I'm sure they're over there probably bashing me. Now, remember, I haven't bashed anyone but Douchebag, and I didn't even bash him until he jumped in my PMs calling, shit talking me. Once you start shit talking me, it's free game at that point. And then I'm going to call you out on your two-faced bullshit. Like I said, he's probably live in his own group doing a little bit of, all right, have a good night. But anyway, I don't give a shit. They can talk shit. They can bash me all they want. I still got all the PMs. So it is what it is. All right. So has anybody got any questions about anything before I bounce? And I appreciate you guys tuning in, listening to me rant. I'm sure some of you get a kick out of it, and it tickles your funny bone. But what's up, Dale? Awesome. I'm about to go back to work. I was taking a break. Figured I'd take an hour or two and just kind of chat with you guys for a little bit. I got to get back to work. I don't know. Like the thing that's still confusing to me is I can't figure out why this is so, like, why is this the heel people are trying to die on? You get what I'm saying? Like, if you're in the comic world, again, seller or whatever facet you're in, why is this so difficult for people just to go, you know what? I'm not, I'm not selling AI, so I'm not going to use it. It doesn't affect me. I'm just going to stand with the artist and I'm just not going to use it. Why is that so hard? And anybody feel free to chime in. I don't bash people for their opinions. I'm not going to jump in your PM and tell you, talk shit to you because you said something that I disagree with when I ask you your opinion. But why is that why? Of all the things that you as a, again, no matter how you fit into this puzzle, why is that the one that so many people all of a sudden want to fight with us on? So now keep in mind, these are the same people that if they see an artist recreating some of the artist's cover or art they've done without giving credit on the signature, when they sign the artwork and they put after Jim Lee or after David Finch or after whoever, paying respect to where they got that image from. These are the people that will throw that shit under the bus, fight and argue about how that's wrong. And you don't need to do it. And everybody that gets caught doing it needs to be in deep shit, because I've seen these same people do that. And I can understand that, rightfully so. But yet the AI thing, they want to say it's okay. Why? Because it's something they can do. That's got to be what it is, right? Because if it's not just because it's something you can do, why would you care? You get where my confusion on it is coming from. If you're not doing it, then why do you give a shit? You get me? You get what I'm saying? So you have to be doing it, right? That's got to be the underlying thing, right? The ones that are arguing for it, it has to be because they're doing it. I know some of them are. We know some of them that's fighting tooth and nail are definitely doing it. They've been caught. You get what I'm saying? That's got to be what it is. Even casually, they may not be someone that's trying to slip it under the radar for a cover, but they have to be doing it. Why would you be trying to fight against us for it? Again, whether you're a fan, a retailer, or whatever, however you fit into the program. And again, I'm not talking about you're trying to do it to slip a cover out there and try to sell a cover or try to sell prints. I'm not even that to that level, because those people are fighting tooth and nail. They're screaming the loudest. So these other people that are fighting against us, when it has to be because they're using it. Because if I wasn't using something, and my fellow person didn't want me to use it because it affects them personally, let alone the industry as a whole, I'd be like, sure, no problem, man. I won't touch it. You get what I'm saying? You see the simplicity of that? So I don't know. That's got to be what it is. It has to be. That's the only thing I can fathom. Wait on McLean to sign off on it, but I think it looks good. So anyway, so that's, I just don't understand it. That's what if you know your group doesn't want you to use it, and the artists in your group damn sure don't want you to use it, why can't you just stop? Regardless of whether you don't know or do know or whatever the case, why can't you just stop? Anyway, we're going around in circles, and I'm just beating a dead horse, because let's be honest, at the end of the day, they're going to do what they want to do. And one of these days, I'll get to that level like a lot of other people where they just don't give a shit. You go wreck the industry however you see fit, and I'm going to continue to do me with my blindfolds on. And then later down the road, when the industry goes to shit, and then I'm screwed too, then I'll bitch and complain about it like the majority of other people. Because that's the way a lot of people are. They don't want to get involved because they don't want to rock the boat. They don't want to seem problematic. They don't want nobody booting them out of no groups because they don't agree with an admin, or they don't want to leave a group and then get called out because they left the group. Like dude throwing a shit fit because I left the group. Well, to be fair, it was me and probably about 6 or 7 other people that left the group, and that was just in the first minute of it happening. But anyway, eventually I'll get there. Eventually I'll get there where I don't give a shit. I don't care what anyone else is doing or how they're affecting the industry. I'll get there one of these days, and then I can just roll. But yeah. Anyway, you guys have a great night. I'm gonna go grab some dinner, and then I'm gonna jump back and try to get some more work done. I've been chatting with you guys now for like 2 hours. And but anyway, you guys have a great night, and I'll talk to you later.